We are all aware of the cancellation of the UP's two premier sled dog races, the UP 200 and the Copper Dog 150. Well, you still have an opportunity to see world-class canine athletes compete in a different type of dog sled race. John Truitt has more.
The Great Lakes Sled Dog Association is holding its first ever Sucker River Mud Bath. It's a dryland sled dog race in Grand Marais, slated for April 27th and the 28th. There will be a full slate of dryland races as well as a mountain bike race and a 5K run. Race chair Brian Juckett says that although the two major distance races in the UP were canceled, the mushers and the dogs still want to run.
Well, number one, if you've never been to a dog race in general or a dog sledding race, it's basically that. So you got dogs that like to pull things, that's kind of their job and they love doing it. So a lot of people in the Upper Peninsula have been to maybe the UP 200 or Copper Dog or something like that. But it's basically a dog sledding race, but there's no snow.
Grand Marais was hit especially hard this past winter, with most winter activities halted due to the lack of snow. Juckett says this dryland event is good for the sport and hopefully good for the community.
So you can go hang out, in the morning, and I think there's some pancake breakfasts and other things going on around town in the morning. You can grab some food and then, come out to the race. We're also going to have, I think, some vendors out with coffee and pasties, and I think even the Sportsman's Club is going to be cooking some hot dogs.
Veteran musher Jana Roberts is excited to compete against some of the best sled dog teams in the country, but is still equally enthusiastic about getting newcomers to the sport to participate.
And then most importantly, there's a fun run class. So all the pressure's taken off. You can do bike, scooter, you can run. One dog, two dog, we'll have gear available to borrow. So if you've got a dog you've been kind of working toward and you're just curious how they'll do, don't worry about trying to get all the gear together. We have gear you can use.
Jana says that even though they will be running on wheels rather than sled rails, the governing bodies of sled dog racing take safety very seriously.
The international federations for both associations provide mileage distances based on what they think is safe, and they do it within a range. So you as a race organizer can look at temperature and humidity and what the trails are looking like to be able to set. I think in this case, all of our two dog classes is at a 3.4 mile, and then the youth and the fun run class will be at a 1.5 mile.
For more information on this fun and exciting weekend in Grand Marais, visit their website, up200.org. In Alger County, John Truitt, Local 3 News.
Still ahead tonight on Local 3 News, Tom Kippett's full forecast is coming up. And when we come back in 2 minutes, a Lower Michigan family is devastated after they say a locket with a loved one's ashes was stolen. Their message to those responsible in our special report.
You're watching Local 3 News with Rebecca Bartlemay.